Play fake. Here's Dalton. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Here's a quick throw, finding Edelman. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here, up to the 34.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby McCain. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. The tight end set to valve the intended receiver.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
All day, just like that. Just like that.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. They'll find Taylor. That's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now a give, right side. It's Taylor. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with third down looming.
Set, ready, go to base. Check right 21. Tackles.
The give to Taylor. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
From the 22, Dalton looking for Edelman, and he hits him. It's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. The former 7th-round pick, Julian Edelman, just continues to have such a productive career.
And has made himself into a receiver. Remember, he was a college quarterback, and not just a productive one, a very good one.
At Kent State, right?
Yes, a great leader, a guy who could make plays with his feet and his arm. Got to the NFL and had to convert into being a receiver and was drafted that way. And that conversion, oh boy, it's been good.
A first down throw coming for Dalton. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Robert Quinn in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes, and just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if I have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Now a pass here caught by Edelman. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. And finding Edelman underneath, that's a recipe for success.
Typical route for a good slot receiver, and Edelman's one of the best in the game. Knows how to go inside what one of my college coaches used to call the briar patch. Got to go in there where it's tough and make those tough catches. And not only can he do it, he can often run away from people after the catch.
Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Here's Taylor. He'll have a first down past the 40, and he'll take it to the 43-yard line. A Miami first down on a 14-yard pickup. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And the throw here caught by Devontae Parker. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Dolphin first down. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. They'll look to throw here. Got a man. It's Brown. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Second and 1. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Watch a slant, watch a slant, watch a slant.
They're going to look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Grant. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Check three.
Second and 6. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A great effort there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
At the 27-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Hey, tight.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. From the 27, Dalton. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off here by... Jimmy Smith.
Mike 5-4. Watch the curl.
On first down, it's Taylor. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he gets it down to the 32.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Over the middle here to Brown. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 14.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Jakeem Grant with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready?
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
Well, no, but hold on, let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
64, reach, switch. Get it.
On the ground, this is Michel. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Watch the slant.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. He's got a man complete. It's Julian Edelman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down.
First down, Patriots.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
All day, every day, any day. Bravo. Undercrunch, undercrunch. Shoot.
Off the draw, here's Michel. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Ready. 60 or X3, 218, chopper. Ready.
They'll drop the throw. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4 down territory, even if they don't get it, though. And able to find Dorsett. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Everyone's got four down.
On play action, they'll throw. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. 2nd and 10. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He wants it all for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And his kick is good. Didn't hit it all that well, but he got enough on it to put it through. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Antonio Brown, kiss him goodbye. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Antonio Brown. 77 yards. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Marr on for the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Patriots take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up first and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He gets it to James White. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. It's been a very one-sided game so far. They got to change what they're doing right now, don't they? You can't wait till the halftime speech to make an adjustment.
No, you can't, because if you're doing it right, You're adjusting from series to series, and they need a big adjustment here to try and put some points on the board.
This quarterback now just 3 of 6 throwing it, but that last completion gets a first down. They'll look to throw. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course. Eric Rowe that time able to knock that pass away.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
He'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Recon, 132 fighter. They go.
Back to throw here. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Adrian Colbert, he was right there in coverage.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
New England on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. He'll drop to throw. Goes underneath here to White. How about a 39-yard pickup? They'll take it. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL.
Check nickel, nickel, nickel. 80 weapon. Kill, kill, kill.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Looking to throw. And his throw here is incomplete. Eric Rowe that time able to knock that pass away. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now back to throw. And that will be incomplete. Xavier Howard with a good coverage that time as he was there and knocked it away.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
A 42-yard attempt.
The kick by Sanders is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
After the field goal, here comes Sanders to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drives, exactly what you want on offense. But
into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Ready? 90 Wolf. 55 Mike. All day, cut.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Complete to his tight end, S2W13. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 14 yards is the pickup there and a New England 1st down. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. S2W13 with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Patriots get a score closer. Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And it is good. That cuts the lead now to 11, 24-13 our score.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way, a dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Robert Quinn, that is one he will remember. It's sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
I can't believe they even let you play.
Second and long. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
It's in the game.
The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
The Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. He'll look to throw. Got a man. It's Brown. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. That catch, number 750 of his NFL career, and it puts him even with not just one but 2 Hall of Famers, Michael Irvin and Charlie Joyner. So some pretty good company at 7'5".
Now you talk about the playmaker, Michael Irvin, and the guy who just made plays, Charlie Joyner. And that's what we're seeing here. Similar style in terms of being dependable, being open, and turning it into plays that you remember.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. They'll run on first down. Taylor. And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory. Jonathan Jones there to make the stop.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. He'll look to throw. Oh, good move. Out of the backfield, it's T.J. Yeldon. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 2-yard line.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Don't say nothing.
They'll keep it on the ground. Taylor. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down. The kick by Marr is good. And that will get the lead up to 14. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. He'll get that to DeValve, the tight end. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down.
And the Patriot first down.
Ready.
This quarterback now 8 of 17 so far, under 50%. Now a first down carry. It's Michel. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. You know, I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
Keeping it on the ground on first, Michel. And he stopped immediately there. Tackled that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State.
And I think that's going to go down as no gain, but that doesn't seem fair for the effort that was presented on that play. That should go down as a loss. I know, I'm a defensive guy, but you got to like the play that was made.
He made a lot of those plays last week. He was AFC Defensive Player of the Week, picking up where he left off. Now a pass here caught by Edelman. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 12-yard line.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
I'm coming after you. No. 22 jet bombers. 22 jet bombers. Shoot.
On first down, Michel. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Michelle. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. They'll set up to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. Sanders' kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. So his 3rd field goal of the ball game brings him a bit closer, but there's no question they need to start turning some of these 3s into 6s.
And 7s and probably even 8s. You know, as a kicker, you just head out when you're called upon, so he's done his job. It's the rest of the offense that needs to get it in gear. They want to close this gap.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added on to their lead, but that was a drive that was so long it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game, but we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive, and he's going to profess that he was happy to get points, and we know that's not true.
Yeah.
Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4. They'll keep it on the ground. Taylor, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. Just a couple there on the 2nd down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
You can't block me. You can't block me. Hey, check Mike 21.
They'll look to throw here. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the 1st there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock. Really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
2nd and 9 now. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
He's 2nd in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. New England on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. They'll drop the throw. And that will be incomplete. Eric Rowe that time able to knock that pass away.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
They'll set up a throw. And no, it's incomplete. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line.
Yeah, 15 on it. 15 on it. 21. It's a party now.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Taylor. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage. Marr now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready?
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete. Phillip Dorsett, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 26. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point that continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
This pass complete to Higgins. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run it with White. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Kyle Van Noy able to record his 5th sack of the season. They need to reverse the trend. The last 2 plays have gone backwards. Now it's 3rd and goal. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Eric Rowe that time able to knock that pass away.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And, it'll be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a 1st down. Taylor. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Patriots have it. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column.
Let's go. 70 in there. Double tight, guys. Double tight. 4 down. 4 down. Alert.
And they take a knee. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Hey. 4 down. 4 down. 4 down. Shut up.
And they will take a knee here.
On the keeper. A loss of a yard. It's 4th down.
So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for Miami, they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, this season is beyond salvage now as they fall to 2-10. And they'll try again next week at home against New England. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.